James here. I am really excited to share a new fantasy story with you. We're continuing our fantasy unit. We started off with Paper Bag Princess, which was really fun and showed us a lot of the different features that we might find in a fantasy story. And now we're going to get into a series book. And I just want to remind us, why are we reading fantasy? It's not just about the magic or the wizards or the elves. These stories are about much more. Oftentimes they're about the human condition, about good versus evil, about power, about love. The author's really trying to teach us some deeper meanings in these fantasy worlds. So some of the things we want to think about that's going to help us get this deeper meaning is readers of fantasy think about the implications of the setting. That means, what impact does the setting have on the characters and the plot of the story? We want to think about concepts of power. Who has power in the story? How did they get that power? And how does power change throughout the story? Characters in fantasy often experience internal, that means problems within themselves, and external problems outside themselves. And they also learn some life lessons, and readers can learn along with these characters. So I'm really excited to get started on this new one. So we're going to be reading The Thief of Always by Clive Barker. And this is the cover of the book, and we're actually reading a graphic novel version. And down the bottom we can see it says book 1. So this is telling me that this is actually going to be a series book, which is even more exciting because that means if I really like it, which I'm sure I will, I can read more of them. And I'm looking closely at the picture, and it looks like the characters are in shock. They're staring at something and they look very surprised. I also noticed the background kind of has this weird shadowy thing in the back, and it looks a little bit scary. So building up some suspense just from the cover. And this is the blurb page, right? So if we had any curiosity about if this was going to be a scary book, from this picture right here, looking pretty scary. I think it's going to be kind of like a horror book. That guy's scaring me. I think I'm going to have some nightmares. Young Harvey Swick is bored with life and looking for excitement. He finds it in the form of Mr. Hood's holiday house, a place that has stood for 1,000 years, welcoming countless children into its embrace. It's a place of miracles, a blissful round of treats and seasons, where every childhood whim may be satisfied. For a price, as Harvey comes to learn. Ooh, that got me really intrigued about reading this book, and I think it's going to be about a boy named Harvey who's feeling unfulfilled. He's not really happy, he's a little bored. He finds a scary place where his dreams could come true, but he would have to make some sacrifices. So I'm thinking that at some point in this story, he's going to have to make a tough decision. And this looks like another cover page. And I'm wondering if this creature is one of the creatures that will be in Mr. Hood's holiday house. Looks like one of the scary things we might find there. All Harvey Swick wanted was to escape from the drudgery of his home routine, from the great gray beast February, from the ordinary. When the strange being known as Ratus arrived with promises of adventure and fun, Harvey would not resist accompanying him to a hidden destination. So I'm thinking of power. So here it's Ratus, but I think it changes to Rectus. He has more power in this situation because he has something that Harvey Swick wants. So he has fun and adventures. So just the fact that he has this at his fingertips and he can offer it, it gives him more power in this situation. Holiday House, a magical place where 4 seasons roll by in a single day, where children are free to spend their time doing exactly what they wish. But of late, Harvey has begun to detect a darkness at the edges of the happy scene. Despite its enticements, Holiday House is a haunted place, and his friend Lulu becomes more distant. Harvey's unease deepens. Perhaps the time has come to leave Holiday House. Going somewhere, Harvey Swick? Gasp. Who are you? How did you know my name? My name is Jive. Brother Rictus sent me along to see how you're doing. Brother Rictus? We're from the same brood, loosely speaking. So it seems like Harvey is in the dark in this place. Not literally in the dark, well, a little bit. But it means that he doesn't know who these people are or what this house is all about. So the readers are actually learning about the house along with the character. We're all in the unknown about who these people are and what's going on with this house. You're going to make the most of being here, right? Yeah, I just want to have fun. So I'm thinking about power, and I'm thinking Jive has more power in this situation because he's scaring or instilling fear into Harvey. It's kind of an unkind tactic to create power over people. Speaking of fun, you never did get Wendell back for that Halloween trick of his. The hang scarecrow that spooked me with? No, I didn't. I could never think of a way. Oh, I'm sure we could cook up something. It has to be something he'll never think of. That shouldn't be hard. Tell me, what's your favorite monster? A vampire. I found this great mask. Masks are a great beginning. But vampires need to swoop out of the mist, snatch up their prey, then rise up again, up against the moon. Just one problem. I'm not a bat. Ah, we'll have Amar work on that for us. What's Halloween without a transformation or two? Now, go down and tell Wendell you'll meet him outside. I'll go up on the roof and find Mar. We'll meet up there. But I have to get my mask. You won't need a mask tonight. Trust me. It took Harvey only a minute or two to tell Wendell to go on ahead. He was sure Wendell suspected something, but Harvey knew he and Jive had something up their sleeves. Even Wendell couldn't anticipate. So I'm starting to see a budding problem. That means a growing problem. So Jive is apparently trying to help Harvey get back at Wendell for a Halloween trick. But I'm wondering, though, is Jive really on Harvey's side? Over here. Sure-footed. No problem. How's your flying? This is Mar, another of our little family. I said, how about flying? Done much? I flew to Florida once. She doesn't mean in a plane. Oh, wondering where my teeth have gone? Karna took them. Who's Karna? Never mind. So I'm noticing that Harvey really doesn't know a lot about the place he's in or the people he's surrounded by. He's like, who is this? Who's Karna? Why doesn't Mar have any teeth? So there's a lot of unknowns. Get to it, or he'll miss the moment. Come to me, boy. Feels weird, huh? Don't worry. She's just changing you. I want to have fangs, a red throat, white skin, crazy eyes, pointy ears, and wings. Oh, I'm so sorry. Done. Spread your wings, boy. Whoa. It's good. It's good. You know you're playing a dangerous game. You'll either break your head or scare the life out of your friend Wendell. Or both. He won't fall, woman. He's got the knack of this. So it seems like two unhappy options. Either he's going to break his own head or he's going to really scare the life out of his friend. I'm wondering how Harvey's feeling about this. There's your friend. What do I do? Do I flap or what? This is it. Jump. The wind'll take care of the rest. Either the wind or gravity. Skrrr! Huh? Please, please, I beg you, don't kill me. You don't want me, but there's another kid around here somewhere. Take Harvey. Listen to the child. He'd see you dead, young Harvey. I'm too fat to eat. Take Harvey. It's Harvey you want. Bite him. Go on. Drink a little of his blood. The blood's hot. The blood's tasty. What are you waiting for? This isn't a game. It's an education. Grrr. So Drive is really trying to encourage Harvey to hurt Wendell. But maybe Harvey is experiencing like an internal moral dilemma over what's the right thing to do. I know he wants to get back at Wendell, but did he want to get back at him this hard? Do it. It's now or never. Then it's never. Never. That was a waste of magic. You disappoint me, boy. I thought you had the killer instinct. Well, I don't. I suppose you want your old body back. Yes, please. You missed your chance there, kiddo. It was a Halloween trick. That's all. It meant nothing. There are those who disagree. Those who'd say that all the great powers in the world are bloodsuckers and soul stealers at heart, and we must serve them. All of us. Serve them to our dying day. So I'm noticing that in this story, there's really this dilemma or this push and pull between good and evil. So if power is really all about destruction and killing, or is it about helping? Harvey made a different choice. He didn't want to be all about destruction and killing. I'm wondering if this is going to lead to the theme, and we will learn more next time. So your short response for the day is you're going to be writing about how does the setting of the story impact the characters and the plot of the story? How does the setting impact the characters and the plot? Use 2 details from the text to support your response. Can't wait to see what you write and can't wait to see you on Friday.